Hey there folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. In the last part, we did the Hildebrand of 6.3, and so it is. It's time to head into 6.4. Let's do it. Hurrying favor. Arya, 'tis good to see you. Have you any news from old Charlian? We've yet to hear from Miss Tola regarding her search for a means to return to the void. I must confess that her silence has left me feeling restless. Nor am I alone in this. Esteban has such a excess of energy that he has been helping to train our soldiers with nary a grumble. As for Zero... Is something the matter? No, Arya paid us a visit, and I was surprising her of recent developments, or lack thereof. Are you heading somewhere? Aye, to replenish my ether. Would you like to come? A rare but most welcome invitation. Timely too, I might add. I myself was thinking of venturing out into the city. It would be my pleasure to join you. You will accompany us, of course? I mean, I have to be there, right? Come then. I have an errand to run at the bazaar first. Alright, speak with Zero. Who is over that way? Well, let's go that way. Just down here? Yeah. Alright. With the Merry Merchant. I'm picking up some more spice. Marie told me to do so before my next visit. Mr. Zero has quite a tolerance, you see. The sisters know we Hanish are fond of spicy food, but I doubt any of us can keep up with her. With just the spices they normally have on hand, my hand can't quite satisfy her, which is why I am happy to provide what they need to achieve more rigorous flavors. Now then, variety being the spice of life, perhaps you'd like to choose something extra to blend with Mr. Zero's usual? It'll help to keep things interesting. What do you say? Fine by me. I appreciate the nuances of this world. Sustenance far better than I expect. Alright, selection of spice. Preferred spices pure out from the hempen sacks. Let's go with the aromatic blackthorns. Why not? Particularly is the pungent yet enticing aroma. One can imagine them blending dishes in appetizing accents. Oh, I can actually see what they all do. Bright red in color, this powder is hot just to look at. It will likely induce a healthy sweat when consumed. A little red husk. We have a little citrus-like scent. Further imbue dishes with a zesty note. And then, of course, yellow. Could be created from a thick root. Their sharp aromas suggest a bracing flavor. You know what? Crimson powder. Let's go. Ah, that's a fine choice. Don't take my word for it. Here, have a taste. Jared may wish to observe your reaction. Be considered to sample the spice in her presence. Oh, invalid target. Be that way. You tentatively place some of the spice on your tongue. A veritable blaze engulfs your mouth. Your reaction speaks volumes. That will suffice then. Always a pleasure, Mr. Zero, and do give Marie my regards. Okay. We want spicy. Spicy, spicy, spicy. She'll be fine. Right. Right.
My usual, please. But with this spice.
Of course, Zero. It would be my pleasure. Well now, this is enough to make a whole kettle of your special curry.
I don't need that much.
Rest assured, it's easy enough to make a serving just for you. Or we could make the kettle and share it. There would be enough not only for your companions but other diners as well. I dare say everyone will be delighted.
Very well. A full kettle, then.
Excellent. We'll prepare it at once. And for your excellency and our esteemed adventurer, are you happy to try a bowl of Zero's curry? We can make yours milder if you prefer.
Grateful though I am for the offer, I cannot fully appreciate the flavor with this vessel. Another time, perhaps. Do not hold back on my account, my friend. Eat and enjoy.
A touch milder, please.
Understood. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
It gladdens me to see you taking to life in Radzathan, Zero. In the area of our cuisine, not least of all. Spicy dishes have long been favored in our sultry clime for their ability to whet the appetite and cool the body. Of course, spices also have the effect of preserving foods, which makes them highly coveted in foreign lands. All of this has given rise to a thriving spice industry, and the wealth it brings has allowed our nation to prosper while maintaining its neutrality.
So you trade your spices? Seems rather more complicated than trading in ether.
In the beginning, this land was no more than refuge for me. But now it is my home, and the people of Radzathan my beloved children. Together, we build this vibrant nation, and naught would please me more than to show it to my sister one day.
Vibrant. Rubicante said the same when he described this world. A reminder of all that has been stolen from us. What many who remember doubtless yearn to take back.
Our home is a lost cause. Our only choice to begin anew. In this world, where we may reclaim our mortality.
Nonetheless, it's wrong to damn another to save yourself. As I told Rubicante, as I found myself moved to speak. I still do not understand what made me feel this way, nor what compels you mortals to help one another. But I hope to someday.
We too hope that you will find the answers you seek. What is going on?
What's happening?
Compliments of Mistress Zero, the Satrap's honored guest. We are serving a special curry for anyone who wishes to partake. But be warned, it is not for the faint of heart.
Oh, by all means, I'd welcome the challenge.
Sisters have mercy. The smell alone is...
To better maintain the facade, the alchemists ensured that my vessel was capable of consuming food. However, I fear Zero's curry would test the limits of their design.
Apologies for the delay. Please relax and enjoy your meal.
Relax. I don't have time for that. I've been waiting for this. Come. Let's replenish our ether.
My whole life flashed before my eyes. It was exhilarating. My whole life. Right before my eyes.
I trust you have eaten your fill. I shall have Merid prepare a meal for us to take to Estinian. I suspect he too is overdue a replenishment. By this hour, he will have retired to his chambers at Magaduta. Come, let us pay him a visit.
Spicy curry has left you flushed and set your heart racing. Whatever challenges await, you're ready to face them head on. And with feeling. Actually get a temporary buff out of that. Does not last very long. By very long, I mean it lasts 25 seconds. Yeah. Let's go back to Magaduta. And by 25 seconds, I think it's actually 30, but there was loading in there. So it kind of killed part of the timer. Alright, so let's go meet with Estinian. Welcome back, Master Estinian. Yes, he has returned to his chambers. I shall be happy to escort you. Let's go.
Estinian, are you there? We've brought something for you.
I enter.
Squid masala from the Mehane. I thought you might enjoy it.
Masala, eh? I'd prefer my squid dried. But I'm sure it won't disappoint. My thanks. Idle as I am in our sorceress's absence, I see. I can't offer much in the way of entertainment, but make yourselves comfortable.
Shall we disrobe as well?
No. We simply caught our friend unprepared. He will make himself presentable at once, I am sure.
At last. We've been looking for you.
My friends! Tell me, were you able to devise a way to return to the 13th?
I believe so. It required a visit to the moon, where I took the opportunity to enlist Oriange's assistance.
Ishtola hath told me all. I should be glad to help you free Azhdaya and put an end to Golbez's dark plot.
If Rubicante spoke true, both Golbez and Azhdaya are on the moon of the 13th. Unlike here in the Source, however, we have no means of making the journey from the surface of the star itself. The technology simply does not exist. Therefore, I propose that we employ a gate to deliver us directly to our destination.
Is such a feat possible?
In theory. Having once been a single hole, the Source and its reflections share striking similarities in geography. And according to a certain someone who unceremoniously whisked us away to the first, the same locations across the worlds are intrinsically bound. All of which is to say, were we to pass through a gate on the Source's moon, it should lead us to the moon of the 13th. Of course, there is the risk of Voidsent gaining entry to our world. Thus did I decide to seek Oriange's counsel.
Both the Watcher and the Loporrits are aware of our proposed endeavor. While they are yet deliberating precautionary measures, they have pledged their full cooperation.
You've been busy. I presume you've also found a way to open this gate.
Be it in Radzat-Han or Sharlayan, scholars have long cast their gaze unto the endless dark of the void. And so, with harnish insights to augment our knowledge, we have indeed conceived of a promising plan to pierce the veil. A plan I am confident will succeed, precisely because the moon is our stage. The preparations will be extensive, and we will require vast quantities of ether. After all, our gate must be large enough to accommodate another great worm. My proposal entails delivering copious amounts of ether to the Tower of Babel in Garlemald. As you will recall, Fandaniel used the structure to destroy the Brand's imprisoning Zodiac. And we, in like manner, will use it to channel ether to the moon, and thereby open our gate.
I see. Then we shall need someone on the moon for the necessary rituals.
Just so, Your Excellency. I intend to head back anon for that very purpose, as well as to help devise our strategy to deal with invading Voidsent. Along with our lunar allies, we will once again require the assistance of your alchemists, Nidana not least of all. May I trouble you to serve as their escort?
Fine by me. The room was beginning to feel constraining.
For my part, I shall oversee the requisite tasks on the star. Might I prevail upon you for your assistance?
If all are in agreement, then let us set to work. We'll open our gate, and we will stop Golbez.
The Dark Throne. Wow, make me have to choose food. And let's speak to Urianger. Going ham. If one and all are ready, then let us set forth, and our preparations to complete. If I may, I beg a moment to exchange this vessel for its growing counterpart. It is in the keeping of alchemists and of the High Crucible. Wow, I've forgotten how to speak. Of course, we shall accompany thee hither, and thence begin our journey. Ah, then walk through. Alright, in the High Crucible. There's still no good way there, even with that warp added because of Hildebrand. Still this awkward spot because of the stairs. If you take the one for the relic, you still deal with the stairs. If you take this, and it's a ways away. There's no good spot for this place. Fine, it's fine, it's fine. We got sprint. You'll be okay. Over here? I don't think I actually have a disconnect story for this patch, by the way. I know I've had one for the past 2 patches. I don't think I have one for this patch. And we disconnected in 6.1. Oh no. Is it gonna happen again? My apologies for the delay. My, that is a striking simulacrum indeed. Well suited to the work ahead, I doubt not. Allow me to explain Ishto's plan in greater detail. As you know, we seek to open a void gate in Mare Lamentorum that we might gain direct passage to the moon of the 13th. Whilst our comrades labor upon the moon, we must needs accomplish 2 tasks. First is the procurement of a substantial quantity of ether and subsequent delivery of it unto the Tower of Babel. Said structure was once used to siphon the land's essence by way of the Telaporoi spires. Such a method, however, doth pose an unacceptable risk to the greater ethereal balance of our world. Thus must we seek an alternative means of conveying our requisite resource. Our second task doth pertain to the use of the Tower of Babel itself. You may recall that this portal onto the moon was placed under the supervision of the Ilzavar contingent. If we employ it to different ends, we must first obtain the contingent's express permission. I should like to believe that they would not refuse us, so perhaps we should concern ourselves with the ether problem first. Have you any idea whence we might source the vast quantity needed? Aye, a likely location doth come to mind. Let's make for the airship landing. There I shall reveal more. Sounds awfully like making me walk back to the Aetherite. It is. We're going this way. Let's see if I can jump down some stairs somewhere. Guess we have to go to the airship plaza. Not jumping there. Ah! You think you can stop me? I at least have a faster way to get this way. Airship landing. You can't stop me! Right over here? All are present and accounted for. Excellent. We shall travel to Charlian and thence seek the nearby Isle of Hom. Near unto the surface of the isle do rivers of ether converge. The churning energy of this confluence is released by way of geysers. Originally, the Ragnarok was to be powered by ether harvested from the isle. But as well you know, an alternate power source was ultimately found for the vessel. Passage unto Ultimate Thule, the very limits of existence, was facilitated by not less than the strength of the Mother Crystal herself. As such, the Isle of Hom's vast ether deposits remain untouched. We may help ourselves to that energy, provided we are able to secure the Forum's permission. And again, with needing permission, is nothing straightforward in this world. Such is the nature of politics, I fear, and as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have been officially disbanded, we no longer are a recognized collective. Somewhat disadvantaged position, bureaucratically speaking. Fortunately, however, there is a recognized and respected body upon which we might prevail, the students of Eldestian. Upon arriving in Charlian, let us seek our friends at the Annex. We already know I can't speak. Oh, but at least you free-warped me here. Thanks. Welcome back, Arya. What brings you here today in such colorful company? Greetings, Ojika. On this occasion, we are come to seek the students' assistance in a matter of some urgency. In that case, you'll want to speak with Kryl. She's in the main hall sorting through our archives. There's a visitor with her at the moment, but it's no one you don't know, so feel free to show yourself in. Okay. Sure.
Well now, if it isn't two of my dearest friends. As for the other two, I don't believe we've had the pleasure.
Not in this vessel, perhaps. 'Tis I, Vashan. Though, you are welcome to call me Vritra, if you prefer.
Pay me no mind. I merely accompany them.
I pray you forgive us our intrusion. If you are occupied, we shall call again anon.
It's quite all right. We've just finished swapping all our secrets anyway. Erenville occasionally comes and shares the latest Gleaner gossip, you see. From forgotten ruins to mysterious relics, if there's aught that might be of interest to the students, he kindly lets us know.
Alas, I must soon depart on an expedition. As I may be away for an extended period, I wish to give Kryl fair warning. Hence my visit today.
I see. There are specimens that want for procuring, I presume?
No, it isn't guildship business, but rather... homecoming. But enough about me. You have business too, yes? And I'm in the way.
Far from it. As a matter of fact, we should be grateful if you could stay and share your knowledge of the nearby isles with us. We seek a means to travel to the Void. There, a man named Golbez plots to invade our world. A man who even now holds my sister hostage. To that end, we require a great quantity of ether, which we understand may be had on the Isle of Ham. We came in the hope of exploring how it might best be procured.
An invasion from the 13th? Must the stakes always be so dramatic?
You have a knack for finding trouble. If Gleaners collected world-ending crises, you could make quite a name for yourself in our profession. It's true the Isle of Ham is a veritable font of ether, but as it's under the Forum's direct jurisdiction, only a privileged few get to set foot there. I myself haven't.
So if we want to help ourselves to the Isle's ether, we'll need to secure the Forum's permission. Very well. The students of Baldessian recognize your endeavors as combating a grave threat to the world. As representative, I hereby pledge our full assistance. Now that it's official, you may leave the politics and paperwork to me. Our operations remain small, but we shouldn't meet any undue resistance.
We are truly grateful.
If I may. According to the original plan for the Exodus, ether collected from the Isle of Harm was to power the Ark. Art thou perchance familiar with the logistics of this endeavor?
I don't know anything about that, I'm afraid. Nor do I think any gleaner would. You might have better luck asking someone involved with the Ark's construction. Margaret, for instance. She's a researcher in Charlene Hamlet. I met with her for a job recently, and she mentioned working on the Ragnarok's propulsion system. You could do worse than to seek her out while awaiting the forum's verdict.
We may well do just that. Our gratitude for thine advice, and may this threat be but a memory upon thy return.
You're quite welcome. Now then, if you'll excuse me.
I best start drafting our petition. Go on and find your researcher. I'll contact you as soon as we've made progress.
Let us leave matters here to Mistress Kryl, and hie ourselves to Labyrinthos.
Right then, time to put our best foot forward. A pity you can't tidy yourself. I should have had Ishtola enchant you when I had the chance. And what have we here? Later, Kryl, later. You've work to do.
Visitors, how delightful. If you require assistance, then ask away. It so happens you've caught me in post-deadline bliss. Forgive us the abruptness of our inquiry, but 'tis our understanding that thou had charge of the Ragnarok's propulsion systems? We should like to know how ether harvested at the Isle of Ham was to be stored and transported to the Ark, if the disclosure of such information is permitted. Oh, it's no bother at all. We built special tanks that can store ether just like we use casks to store wine. Simple, really. Simple, but quite brilliant in construction. They rivaled even crystals for ethereal capacity. A pity we never got to use them. Ah, how muddled and distant the memory. When Doom's deadline loomed large and we extricated ourselves from a waist-high mire of work only to end up chin-deep in another. I was at one with the world, a conduit of for the energies of creation, but now I am truly alive. Who would have thought that sleeping in bed and eating warm meals could make such a difference? Why, I feel positively functional! I dare say it rivals the thrill of dancing on knife's edge of failure! We are quite glad for you. Quite. On the subject of the ether tanks, do you know what became of them? did become of them? For the life of me, I can't seem to remember. Oh, but I do remember someone who might remember. He should be back by now. Just look for the fellow wearing an outfit that screams, "I've been on vacation and you haven't!" Very well, we shall seek out this conspicuous colleague of thine. Our sincerest gratitude, Margaret, and do look after thyself. Don't look after thyself. Do look. Come, let us seek out this individual attired in a manner suggestive of recent furlough. Face to launch our teeny tiny toy boat. How have you been? Are you able to catch a bit of rest? Well, if I don't know about the Ether Tanks, who in God's name would? Born right in me very own workshop they were. A pleasure as always, Master Coco. I trust thy respite proved rejuvenating. And then some, but I won't bore you with details, at least not without a drink in me. So, why the interest in the little tanks? Permit me to explain. I see. I think I've got the long and short of it. Goes without saying, but we all owe you more than we can ever repay. If you need our Ether Tanks, they're at your disposal. There's just one problem. You need the forms approval to set foot on the Isle of Ham. Were it up to me, you'd be on the next ship out, but that lot can't wipe their arses unless it's in accordance with procedural motions. You may be assured that my backside is immaculate. The extemptum thighs, oh, Master Potional, and Scarlet Pontitioner. What a surprise. Pardon the intrusion. The forum has deliberated your petition and we decided to deliver you our verdict directly. I would hope that the matter of pandemonium has not been overshadowed by other concerns, but that is a discussion for another time. I'm pretty sure that line itself only exists if you haven't done Part 3 of Pandemonium. So 6.4 introduced Part 3 of Pandemonium. I did it before I did the story, so I didn't see that line. Yeah. You have been granted special dispensation to travel to the Isle of Ham for the purposes of etheric extraction on one condition. On account of its rich deposits of ether, the isle is home to throngs of vicious beasts. We ask that you call any such creature you encounter. That's all. Given the vast amount of ether we seek, I expected a far higher price. Oh, believe me, we didn't underestimate the value of what you desire. Nay, we simply owe the students of Baldesion and their esteemed collaborators a debt of gratitude, and we felt that expediting your request was a suitable way to repay it. Of gratitude. We have taken the liberty of arranging your passage to the Isle of Ham. Your vessel awaits in the Scholar's Harbor. I better get those ether tanks loaded onto the airship. We'll be ready to take them where you need, assuming it's safe. I shall head back to the annex, but should you need anything else, don't hesitate to call. Free warps! Now they're giving me the free warps. Also, it's a very in cutscene, out cutscene, into cutscene, out cutscene, in cutscene, out cutscene.
Bound for the Isle of Ham. You look like the ones Master Fortuno told me to expect. If you're ready to depart, then so am I. Just say the word.
Is something the matter?
I did recruit one other to our party, but he is late to arrive.
Forgive me my delay.
Thancred? 'Tis good to see you.
If it isn't Varshan. They do grow up so quickly. Urianger tells me we have a host of exciting new tribulations to face. And you must be Zero. I've heard all about your daring do in Garlemald. A pleasure.
Apart from strengthening our company with his redoubtable skill at arms, Thancred may also serve as a mentor in those matters that trouble thee. I speak of the intangible forces which bring souls together. Thancred is possessed of experience both unique and insightful that I am sure he would gladly share with thee. Thou needst but ask.
The Ether font is now accessible. However, we're going to be doing that next time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and/or subscribing. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're actually not that far ahead anymore. It's so crazy. Anyway, if you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps to keep being content like this and more. Found links for that in the description below. Links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching. And until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!